basically the 3-3 notes and its order of operations. So it's just making sure that you know how to handle your exponent operations. A lot of it's around this concept here that we've talked about quite a bit. Okay? The concept of negative in the brackets versus outside the brackets. Whether the negative is being hit by the exponent or the negative is not being hit by the exponent. Okay? So like for example here, it's not 3 times 2 and then to the fourth. 2 to the fourth times the 3, right? Because we have to do our bed mass, okay? We have to do our order operation. Exponents comes first. So, you know, if we want to write steps, so first step is 2 to the fourth, which is 16. Now we have that 16. We go 3 times 16, and now we have 48. Okay. So then from there, any questions on that? I'll take the first couple. I'll let you have the show you know, Jack. Okay, so we got the -5 here. -5 squared. So the negative's in the bracket. So that means we are squaring. That means there's 2 of them, so it's going to be a positive. So that's going to turn into 25. Okay, so this right here turned into 25. Now, we go -3 times 25, and we get to -75. Okay. Liv, what do you think for C? Is that going to be a negative answer or a positive answer? Okay, so good in terms of you gave me an answer, but not good in terms of is a negative going to be hit by the exponent? No, so this is essentially, when you gotta think about this, it's a negative and then it's like 4 to the fourth. I write like a gap just because I want you to understand that it's gonna be this thing with a negative. Okay, so back to what Liv was saying, just to kind of give her some clarification, then this would have a chance to be positive. Okay, now the reason I said good for Liv because she did say positive, and so I'm going to assume she was looking at the exponent number. It's a 4, which is what? Even, which makes that would make it positive if it was in the brackets. However, it's not in the brackets, so the negative just hangs out. Okay, that's all it does. So this is going to be 64, 256, right? So -256, I believe. Guys, that's the main concept we messed up on. Is anybody not understanding why it's still negative? Are we all okay with that? Are we sure? Okay, it's still negative. I'll say it one more time. It's still negative because this exponent does not affect the negative. So this negative just stays put. Okay, this is the case where it would affect the negative. That's the difference. All right. Okay, cool. So then let's see the show you knows here. So we'll go, let's see here. Duffy, you can do A. And then Jack, you can do B. And then Aiden, you got C, and then we'll get a lady here, and then let's go Bree, you have D. No, you can just tell me. We'll just keep it simple for now. We'll go up the board sometime, but not right now. Duffy, so on A, what did you do? Just kind of walk me through it. Okay, so 3. Good, so then you got 9, and then 4 times 9. Perfect. Okay, so we did the exponent first, then you multiply the 2 numbers. Okay, Jack, how about on B? What did you do first?
So you go to the parentheses first, order of operations, you do -5 to the third.
Okay.
It's going to come out as -125.
Perfect.
And then you're going to multiply that by 6, because that's on the 2 parentheses. You get -7.
Perfect. Good work. All right, well done, well done. Aiden, how about the next one?
So -7 squared above the bracket equals -1 times 7 squared. So you got to evaluate 7 squared, which is 49. You just multiply that by -1 and you get -49.
So you see how they did that? So they're pretty much just telling you there's a -1 sitting out here. That's what that negative symbol means, and that -1 does not have a square on it. So since it doesn't, it just kind of hangs out throughout. That's why the negative just drops all the way down the line. Okay, good. Bree? Same type of problem. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so she's kept her negative. Awesome. 4 for 4. Okay. All right, let's flip it over here. Okay, a little bit more. So here, when you look at this, there's a lot of things going on. Okay, so you want to figure out, okay, where do we go with what? Which do we do? Okay, hold on, Jack. Okay, so like for example, I see brackets, so that stands out to me. Okay, and I also know that'll come up pretty quickly too because that's an exponent. So in this case, now the thing that's weird about this does have brackets, but you guys notice it's not this though. So the negative's still not in the bracket. So it is not going to square the negative, so we're going to keep this as a negative. So I'm going to write this 16 minus 8 divided by 2 plus a negative 9. I write plus a negative just to make sure I have my signs right. Plus a negative just means minus. We're not writing anything illegal. Okay, it just means really subtraction. Okay, but when you write things with pluses, it kind of helps keep stuff a little bit more clean. So now, this is what I have, and probably 50% of you are going to be like, okay, 16 minus 8, divide the 2, plus the negative 9. Yeah, we got to do the division first. We got to do this little gap here, okay? So we have 16 minus 4 plus a negative 9.
Why is it a negative when it's in the brackets?
Right, but do you see the difference though, Luke? That make sense?
So whenever the exponent is in the brackets with the number, it's a negative. How does that work?
Okay, so, these are good questions.
So it's just saying to do it first, right?
Yeah, essentially it's just saying to do it first, but it's really, what this is really, guys, is just this. What we were just doing just a second ago.
It just says do it first.
Right, it just says do it first. You guys, but that's why I said, you see the difference?
Yeah.
This, we'd square it and be positive. This, the negative is still not being squared. Okay, good. That's a very subtle little difference. I can see the confusion. Yes, Duffy?
How about if there's double brackets?
Double brackets, so do you mean like that?
Yeah.
So then this would be, again, is the square squaring the negative? It is, because that's in brackets, and then that would just be a 9 with a bracket, and like if there's something else out there, then we'd do it, but we just hold the 9 right there. Okay? Good questions. Anything else to kind of clear things up there? All right, so then we have 16 minus, now when it's plus and minuses, we just go left to right. 16 minus 4, 12. 12 plus a negative 9 is 3. So that one is 3 for the first one. Okay, and this is typically, you guys are doing a great job participating on the first two. I'll do those, okay? And you guys are welcome to ask questions. And then on these ones, I'll kind of let you guys give me some input on the show you knows. Okay? I like the participation, though. Okay? All right, so on this one, we have a lot going on again. But again, I have two sets of brackets that are kind of jumping out at me that I need to do. So I'm going to go, oh, this one has a bracket with an exponent in the bracket. So again, this right here is a negative 4 squared. Is that positive or negative? It stays negative. Good job. So I'm going to rewrite this as negative 2, negative 15 minus 16. That's what happens inside there. That negative 16 stays a minus 16 there. Plus 4, 2 plus 3 is 5 cubed. I'm going to combine this guy now. So that's a negative 2 times a negative 31 plus 4 times 5 cubed. Okay, 5 cubed is 125. So we have all exponents and all brackets taken care of. These are just parentheses in terms of organization, but the operation is multiplication. Okay, so we have all exponents and bracket work done. So a negative 2 times a negative 31 is a positive 62. Plus 4 times 125 is 500. So we get 562. Okay, questions or concerns? Okay. Not done yet? Sure, no problem. I'm just going to pause it. Okay, so, whoops. So, Owen, what did you get for A here? You got 0. Okay, so you did 4 squared and you got 16, right? And this would be a what? Negative 16, good. And so 16 minus 16 is 0, perfect. Okay, so then Caden, what'd you do for B? Just tell me your steps.
So I went the brackets first.
Okay,
So what I did was I squared 2 first, so then I went.
okay, so hold on real quick. Okay, so now you can't distribute like that. You can't do the 2 squared and the 5 squared. You actually need to add them up.
So we're doing
Which one were you doing? Were you doing this one?
No, I screwed up.
You put them in there? Okay, now that's a common mistake even in my higher math classes. Okay, so I want to show you something. The reason you can't do this, and we'll prove it right now. Okay, so this is what Caden did, and I'm glad he made this mistake. Okay, some people think you can do that. Okay, that's 5 squared plus 2 squared, right? So let's just see what that is. So that's 25 plus 4, that's 29. However, if I go 5 plus 2, that's 7. 7 squared is 49. Do you see the big difference there? So what happens is, that's called a binomial. You can't square binomials like that because binomials have 2 terms. There's actually a piece you don't see. I'm not going to get into the piece you don't see, but it's called the middle. You learn it with foiling in Math 10. However, the only way you can do this, okay, if it was for some reason, if it was 5 times 2, then the 2 can hit both of them. Okay, with multiplication it can, with addition it can't. Okay, so
it'll be the same answer in multiplication.
correct, same answer multiplication if you distribute, but you can't do that with addition. Jack? Okay, so we'll let Caden continue, but we'll see if he.
I don't think I did.
You don't think you got it right? All right, so then Jack, what'd you do from here then? You can take over.
So then I did 2 squared,
Okay,
and that's going to be 4.
yeah,
And then you're going to put 7 squared is 49, so 49 times 8, so that's on the outside. And 49 times 8 is 392.
okay,
And then you have, negative 12 divided by 4.
right,
You can do that, and that's negative 3.
good,
And then you're just going to subtract that, and you come out with 3.
perfect. Okay, so 3 to 9 is the correct answer there. Okay, so everybody understand that though? Again, guys, and this is, this is not picking on Caden, but I'm glad he did that because now we know. Okay, that's the kind of stuff I want when I'm asking you guys for participation. You guys giving up your thoughts and your ideas, even if they're not correct, that's good. We learn that way. Okay, so I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay, so that is it for this lesson. So.